What is good, YouTube? Ash Bash back again with another full workout video. This time I did chest, shoulders and triceps. It was bloody brutal, but I got through it nicely. Started off with decline bench press, something that I very rarely do in general, let alone start my workout with it. But I was randomly watching a TMW video the other day. I remembered how much those guys love the decline, so I thought I would give it a quick go, and it was actually pretty decent, and I got to a weight that I've never done in my life, so I was pretty happy with that as well. You'll see that coming up soon, but yeah, decline to start it off with went very well. Check out the footage. So this is 110 kg for a double, which is just crazy. Did not expect that to go up at all, but very happy I got that done. Moved on to incline bench press. Again, this went pretty decent. I'm not a big fan of doing incline barbell bench press in general because I don't like the angle that the seats are generally set at. I think they're too steep. So when I got a bit heavy, I didn't go all the way down to my chest. I went just before my chest because I felt it was way too deep for me. I didn't want to have any more shoulder problems, but got through it, got it done. Exercise number 3 was pec flies. I love this machine. I set my seat down low so it's just doing a very high angle, and I hold it for a couple seconds when my arms are forward just to get a little contraction in the middle of the chest to work it out. Feel it big time on this. While I was doing my filming, a guy thankfully enough said, "Oh, would you like me to film for you?" So we did this shot, which was much better lighting. He asked to do a couple more, but I didn't want to take the piss and make him film my bloody hell workout. But it was a better shot, and you can see I hold it just for a split second to get a little peak contraction. Went up to a decent weight on this as well. Exercise number 4 was cable crossovers. Another great exercise. While I was doing the pec flies at a straight arm angle, this one is going down, hitting more the side of the pecs coming in. Felt this very nicely. Again, holding it at the bottom for a peak contraction. When it gets heavier, it's harder and harder to hold it there, but I try my best as I can throughout this exercise. Moved on to shoulders, where I started with the overhead press. I hadn't planned on doing this exercise as I didn't have my belt with me, and I don't like doing this without my belt because my back always feels a bit funny. But I thought I'd do a light-ish weight, it wouldn't go too crazy. And I don't think I could go crazy anyways because my shoulders are so bloody weak. But I got some done. Work on the front delts and a bit of side as well. That struggle face though. Exercise number 2 for shoulders was lateral raises. One of my favourite exercises for sure for shoulders. I try to keep my thumbs pointing down when I go out and try not to keep your arms too straight out because it ends up working your sort of forearms more. So I kind of just lift up with my elbows if I can, get a good contraction on the lateral head of the shoulder. Third set, man's rolled down his sleeves. Get the delt showing properly. Still lagging as fuck, but they'll come along one day. Exercise number 3 for shoulders was upright rows. Again, works the sort of front and lateral head of the shoulder and a bit of traps as well, depending on what grip you use. An exercise that I don't do that often, funny enough, but for some reason I couldn't think of anything else to do that day and I went for this exercise. Works pretty well though. to triceps. Started with rope pull downs. Most of these exercises I did for triceps actually involved the rope. Again, something I don't usually do. I'm more of a sort of bent bar push down guy. But I went for the rope push downs and they felt pretty good. Normally they burn my shoulders like crazy. But today this one felt pretty good. Didn't go super duper heavy. Just went for quite sort of high reps and my triceps were fried. Exercise number 2 for triceps. See this guy miring in the background here, proper miring. And I went for overhead rope extensions, another good exercise where you extend when you get to the end, get full peak contraction on the triceps. Very good exercise, works 2 of the heads of the triceps as well, can't be mad at that.
Invincible.
To finish off the tricep workout, went for dumbbell skull crushers. Prefer them over the bar because with the bar, the angle that I have in my hands, it doesn't feel that great on my arms and my elbows. So go for dumbbell skull crushers. I think I started out with too light a weight, but we did decent in the end of it. You get a good contraction with the tricep. I think when your arms are extended like this, how they are, you get main action is on the long head of the tricep, which is the biggest part. So always try and do one tricep exercise at least where your arm is pointing out and extended basically.